on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again, seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
We've now reached the well in Mamore Gap, as you know. St. Agnes Well, the patron saint of Desert Agnes. Desert Agnes was named after him. That's the part of Carndonagh through which you walked. Now, old Ruddy of Clamani here, who is now over 90, he tells us about the huge crowds who used to make the tours here to the Gap on the 15th of August in his young days. They all came, of course, on foot. Large crowds, of course, still come here on the 15th of August each year, and Father Gallagher, our parish priest. This, of course, the kitchen making was a thriving industry all over the area then. And Inishowen was famous in England, Scotland, and indeed throughout Europe for the excellence of its brew. And the king's writ was generally ineffective in ours. At that period, strangely enough, the English had no map, so they assumed, of course, that the only entrance was through this gap. Now, when the English soldiers stationed at Carndonagh arrived at the top of Mamore here, they were met with fierce, fiery-looking men, armed with guns, sticks, stones.
You will see Patrick Higgins there, I'm sure you recognise him in the front row. Well, Donna's on his left, and Patrick's left hand is Donna O'Dolan. So give him a big hand there, for these walkers have been at it from 10 o'clock this morning. Give him a big hand there as the passion there. Donna taking photographs of the place. I think so. And she dressed in navy blue with white on it. We saw Patrick Higgins' left hand side. And it was the road going on the big fence, you will see. There we are. You're all a big hand there, all those that are out there. There's no business now. And of course, Kenny Fuller was there, moving around children, very carry a body up them. And many shields of all the blue. And breed swimming. We've done it there to the left-hand side of Patrick Higgins. You will see him there and go there.
Around Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the coils. The live Donncha. Thank you. I'll hand you over now to Donncha O'Donnell will say a few words, if we could have him here to the stage. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage I think I can talk better than I can walk. We've had a long, hard and marvellous day. In fact, we added 2 miles to our trip, somewhat accidentally. So we'll have walked about 30 miles when we make it to Ballyliffin. And let no one tell me again that Mamore Gap is only a small little dander. If that's a Donegal dander, I would like to see a mountain here. We've had a great day with wonderful support from Bridgend and all along the way into Coolmany this evening. And this is lovely to come in here in this lovely, beautiful setting and to meet all of you here, and fine dancers and musicians and singers and everything else. It's a lovely way to come in, and I want to thank the ladies for the nice tea over there and the lady for the nice pint over there, and I can't do any more than that unless I canonise the whole lot of you. And I want to thank all of the people along the way who sustained us and helped us, and especially the young people who came and joined us with great enthusiasm all the way from Bridgend this morning. And I was very worried this morning in Bridgend when I had, I think it was a Methodist minister and a bishop to send me off, because the last time that a bishop launched a walk of mine and wished to have had good weather, it snowed for a week. Well, obviously Bishop Daly has more power than an assistant bishop in Dublin, and more power to him, because he came out this morning and gave us a great send-off. Now, we are heading now for Ballyliffin, and I would like to ask any of the people who walked all the way from Bridgend today to let us know tonight, to let Mary Doherty know tonight, if they intend walking the whole trip. That's important that we know that. Now, when we line up, as a courtesy to those who came out this morning and who have walked through the gap, through the cold and through the heat, I'd like those to be up at the front. That's very important, that those who walk the whole way up in the front, and all the rest of us ambling along and going along and finishing up in Ballyliffin. How far is Ballyliffin? A mile. Is that a Donegal mile? I have no doubt it's about 1.5 miles. Anyway, I want to thank Coolmany very much. I also, by the way, especially want to thank the historians in the lead car who kept us entertained and informed all afternoon. Put your hands together for them. They were quite magnificent. And I intend coming back in September and October and recording to Donncha Sundays along the way, and please God, we'll have an evening in Coolmany during that time. And here, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you very much. You're very generous people. God bless you.
both kind and true. And when I'm far across the sea, my thoughts will be on you. Although I now must leave you, my friends both true and kind, and the days I spent in Anna will be ever in my mind.
Give it away there.
Rahime Khonini, Tami Makholu is na douche Jermay. Ligi mele Brado Gowulbe Nadiri, Tami Makholu is na douche Jermay. Il Shaskan Bog Bacha no Achubal Pologon, and Niro Veltra go hard Colantra, na Mimsha Shal Shincha, Muis as Meg Unfortune. Tami Makholu is na douche Jermay. Ik bel u in is Ina na Bollendom. Tami Makholu is na douche Jermay. Le heri na gala galli is le glasje na manja. Tami Makholu is na douche Jermay. Clunjar Machol, Moglor, is Machalanon. Carndonagh na Mamore nos marvev Dragonon. Kajins tost Muskoig a hegol go Maginon. Tami Makholu is na douche Jermay.
Brady Sea, from the briny stone to Inishowen, there's none so fair as thee. For heather blooms with sweet perfume across the moorland's brow, and bedecks the many lofty peaks near Ballyliffin town. A big hand there for Donncha and all his walkers there. Now, we're completing the first stage of the journey. For sacred to this night, they pass in flight o'er Ballyliffin town. And here on the left here we married as married Mrs. Doherty's. Mary Doherty's mother here, and the see father Judge's ready home here from Newcastle. Sorry you weren't up with the walk there at the
Last day, I must be getting tired as well. I also want to thank all of the children who came along the way and joined us. I want to thank, like I said, the children who came along and joined us. They really are a credit to themselves and their schools and their parents. It's been an extraordinary day. A day, would you believe, that was fine from start to finish. It augurs well for this, the first walk up in historic Inishowen. It's been a great day, and my thanks to Mary Doherty and PJ and all of the others, especially Mary Doherty, who is the coordinator. Put your hands together for her, please. And the politicians who came along. Geez, they never earned number ones as hard as they did today. Isn't that right, lads? Right. Put your hands together for them. And, well, that's about it for now. There's a Cayley, I think, later, and numerous other functions. And we'll see you all at a later stage. And indeed from the... That's right, the young man wants... Departure is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That is 10 sharp. Beyond Donncha, great games assured. And I want young people, by the way, what the Bishop today said, they have done so well. We must do something for them. I said, we must, my Lord. What will we do? We give them a day off, he said, the Bishop said. I said, what day, my Lord? The 25th of December, he said. Wonderful, I said. Christmas Day. Lads, you'll have it off. Thank you very much. I thought you'd like that.
Hey. Jump, big boys, jump up. Hey,
Far from my home, but whenever
of Trebrega Bay for most of the day. There were still a number of Irish speakers here in 1940 when I first saw this place. But of course, I suppose there was quite a bit of Irish here. Some people translate it as the Rach of over in Kilmany. They crossed to Mass and Lang. They crossed in the boat there, and that was during the 40s and so on. There was no transport as we have it now, and I still remember people from that area way down in Ballinambogan, and that's 6 miles from
on, Smile Gelges will be shown on RTE tonight, 9 o'clock news. This is the Donncha O'Doolan charity walk, and 8 of the rehabilitation are still with us, and we've been joined today by walkers from Carndonagh and surrounding districts. We're now heading on our second stage towards Malin.
All flowers deck the mountainside, and fragrant
And I hope Stra's Bridge is stronger than the one they had in San Francisco. When the crowd came over, it yielded to one side. We wish you every success on an end to your journey. Thank you very much.
Anybody wants a cup of the hard stuff?
I would like to give a good welcome here in Collins to Donncha O'Doolan. Also, I would like to thank the Ballydifferent team, Jim Killen here, who gave his best horse, the White Stallion, till he got, I think, to the Swilly on a boat, landed in Louvain, and there he re-edited
Stage of a journey to Malonhead via Carndonagh. Now most of the walkers who joined us yesterday morning are still with us, and this morning we've been joined by other fresh walkers from Carndonagh and Malin and surrounding districts. And at the moment we're just heading to Carndonagh. There will be a stop at the Donncha Cross.
Not too bad.
There's a flower there beyond compare, I cherish evermore. And though the day has smiles here from two young ladies, and it's really going to send us on our way, and we don't mind the rain one bit. This is the Donncha and Inishowen 100 sponsored walk. Please join the walk at any point along the route. It is named of the Rehabilitation Centre 22.
Bill held it. We'll do it with him and could get up his head and on the camera. Eddie Fullerton here, local councillor. Deacon and the local ED. Eddie Fullerton here, sorry.
Great to see you. Look at Fuller. Eddie Fullerton.
Dennis McGonigal. I was telling me you were the first Garda landed in Cairn. He came as a sergeant in 1922.
Get rid of me.
Couldn't get rid of him. He's been here days.
You haven't time for that.
No, he'll be back again. He'll be back up.
Back in September.
How old are you now? How old are you?
I was 90 last. 10th March.
Very good. Well, congratulations on that as well.
That is your flying attendant.
The mileage is up.
Fair mileage left, yeah.
From once the mileage goes up, you know all about it. You got too many hours made up in the front. Nice to have to speed up a notch then.
No.
Thanks very much.
Lovely. Okay, Donncha, I think we'll move on a little bit. Came here, you found it it was back to 653, I believe it was, around that. So the cross was on that side of the road, twice it was moved, and eventually with it being moved, it was a danger and crumbling, so this is the permanent place. Time has said it, the old folk used to say that 3 times it was taken from the original place where it was planted over here and thrown into Tobago Bay. The following morning, the cross came back to the original place where it left, here at Donncha. The bell on the church came off the Spanish Armada. They used to go aground in storms, not here, and the bell believed to be given by the King of Spain to the O'Doherty clan as a kind of a gesture of the help that he gave to the shipwreck crew of the Spanish Armada. Sancta Maria, I saw the inscription on it, is on the bell. But Donncha is coming here in September and he's getting more or less, I'll give him a better and formal top on the cross, and the inscription, of course the Celtic design is on it. The 3 people here is representing the Blessed Trinity, the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. I'm not going to keep you any longer than that, Donncha, but... There's a walker. Yes, oh yeah. As you see here, the right column he says there's a walker. Look at those feet. So, maybe the next stone we'll put up will be Donncha's.
He's a carry man, they're very big feet, you notice that there.
Here waiting till it's given us a great chance to die as we pass by. I don't want to go any further.
For local councillors, Dennis McGonigal, Nellie Fullerton. Have they left anybody out? I don't think so. Oh yes they have. Who? The man himself who's doing the Inishowen 100 for the Rehabilitation Centre in Lifford, Donncha O'Donnell. Give him a good Carndonagh welcome. I had notes made out, and believe it or not, they are lost, so I'm going to do my best without them. First of all, Donncha is no stranger to walking the highways and byways of this country of ours, the 32 counties. He has done it. He's just back from the Holy Land, where he raised an awful lot of money for different charities in the country. So they're very few and rare that you can get people like Donncha. So there's a song made one time, I think it was Johnny Cash sang it, was these boots were made for walking. Well, this man, he was made for walking, so we'll hope the next record he records will be Donncha's. So, first of all, I would like the Mayor up here to really give him an official welcome. Mr. Lawrence Minnie. By the way, before I forget, Q has walked from Bridgend right over the gap of Mamore and the Ballyliffin last night. Also Eddie Fullerton here done it as well. So they're still with us, and I don't know if they're going to Mallinhead, but no one knows, boys. You never know. Maybe they will. Okay, keep going.
Chairman, Reverend Latin, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to accompany Donncha Doyling on this very worthy mission which he has undertaken, and I'm very delighted that the people whom I represent in this constituency have shown their generosity and their hospitality, which is a hallmark of the people of Inishowen. And indeed the turnout here today in Carndonagh proves the point that the people have got an outstanding generosity, an outstanding quality of friendship, because who would brave the weather here today to come out in such large numbers as you have if you hadn't got those qualities? But I believe by your coming out here today that you have merited in the fact that you have honoured a man who has travelled the length and breadth of this country for charity, and indeed it is very worthy in the times that we live in that there is voluntary organisations who still subscribe for the less fortunate and the less better off in our community. And there's no more deserving cases than the people who we are out in order to try to help here today than the handicapped. Because many of us take for granted the fact that we have got all our faculties, and we're inclined to forget that there are many people within our community that have not got the faculties and the benefits of many things that we take for granted.
Rehab does it in 42 centres all over this country, where they bring people out of the shadows and into the sunlight of normal living, which they normally wouldn't have. So every step along the road and every pain along the road, it's worth it when you think of that. When you come into Carndonagh then, and you come into the Diamond here, and you see all of you hundreds of people out here, everything indeed is well worthwhile. Incidentally, looking at the way the buckets went reminds me, I did a 32 county walk for rehab 2 years ago, and we were in Knock on the 15th of August. And the Monsignor was in great order. He was in full flight, should I say, at that stage. And he allowed me to collect in Knock, and that was a first-class miracle with the Monsignor around. Anyway, it was around 5 o'clock in the day, and our buckets were filling and filling. And the Monsignor looked down at my bucket and he said, "The Lord giveth, and Donncha taketh away." And I tell you something, we're taking it away all over Inishowen this weekend, thanks to you and your great-hearted generosity. And I hope to meet all of you, please God, under the Hogan stand the 3rd Sunday in September when Cork plays Donegal in the All-Ireland final. And if you'd believe that, you're a bigger lunatic than I am, but never mind. Anyway, I do really want to thank you very much for this. It's a marvellous reception. We have a long, hard road ahead of us, but nothing like the Mamore Gap. And if I meet the lunatic who said coming into Mamore, "'Tis all downhill now, boy," he said, I'll have him strung up at the top of the gap near the Holy Well there. Anyway, thank you very much for coming out. God bless you. And have a nice day, as the Yanks say.
Thank you. The one person, as I mentioned there a while ago, she's standing down in the crowd, I missed her there. She is herself. Mary Doherty. I would like Mary to say a few words. She is the coordinator of Inishowen. But also, I must thank, there's things come to my head I should be thanking. The main people, the collectors. So, the buckets there.
Thank you, Gabriel. It's just unbelievable to see such a sight as this in such pouring rain. When we were asked to do this project, this mammoth project, we just didn't have any blueprint. We didn't know what we were expected to do. So we said, we got together, and it was a fantastic team. I've never worked with such a team in all my life, and this is the result of it. We had a fantastic day yesterday, financially and otherwise, so I think it is going to be a great success. It's just a pity we didn't have the weather today, but I think the crowds have come out in support of the main walkers, and I think it's going to be great for the next 2 or 3 days. Thanks very much to everyone for coming out. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I would like the two reverend gentlemen to say just a few words. Father, would you please say a few words, Father? Father McCarran.
I suppose that you could nearly put the blame on me in a way for the bad weather, because I suppose I'd be representative with for the man above, but maybe it's for the luck. The only regret is that Donncha here will not see Inishowen at its best. We're glad to see people from the south coming to the Inishowen, because I maintain it's the loveliest part of Ireland, even West Cork, notwithstanding. And I'm only sorry that they say he doesn't see Inishowen, and Donegal's a lovely part of Ireland, and Inishowen's the loveliest. And I'm sorry that he doesn't see her in all her glory. That's all I have to say, and I hope he gets his short drive before he leaves Donegal.
Thank you, Father. Okay, now I'd like to call on Reverend Knapp and say a few words.
Thank you, Donncha and friends. At least I can say that there's a fairly good photograph in the journal today, and nobody else asked me to say that, but there's a fairly good photograph, and if you haven't got it, have a good look at it. You might recognise one or two people in it. Welcome to Donncha. I suppose we could be all very miserable, but we could look on it another way. Besides the natural sounds of the countryside, you had the gentle percussion of the rainfall to help you along. So even though it is a bit wet, I hope you'll still enjoy your time here and the progress along the way. I'm sure you'll find that the folk in Carn are very, very sympathetic, because we also have a small hospital that's for mentally handicapped mainly, and the sympathy of the community surrounds it, and that sympathy, I'm sure, extends beyond it, and you'll certainly find it as the collectors go along. So it's great to have you with us here in Carn. It'll be great to have you with us in Malin and beyond, and I wish you Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Knapp. Now I'd like to call on our local councillor, Dennis McGonigal, to say just a few words. Dennis, please.
Mr. Chairman, Reverend Fathers, ladies and gentlemen, I won't detain you any longer. I should have done like Lawrence and said laryngitis as well, because I think you're tired listening to people. But I would just like to, very happy on this occasion, to welcome Donoghue and everyone who has taken part here to Carndonagh. As has been said before, it's a pity that the weather hasn't been favourable, but please God, as we go on, looking brighter. And I know that here in Carn, from the reception you've given him and the reception they've told me they've had along the way, and that the rest of it will be very successful. And just without keeping you any longer, thank everybody that's involved. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Dennis. Now I would like to call on another councillor in Inishowen, Mr. Eddie Fullerton, to say a few words. Thank you, Eddie.
Well, like Dennis as well, I haven't quite got laryngitis, but I won't delay you anyway. Very, very briefly indeed. I suppose the big welcome must be to Donncha, to Inishowen. I believe that after Donncha leaves Inishowen, that Inishowen will be on the map. I don't believe it has been before. It's a very, very worthy cause, and I believe as well what Donncha has said, and not repeating what he did say as well, and what other speakers have said as well, that the people of Inishowen will give generously. There's no question about it, that it will exceed the £1 million mark. And I suppose that everybody is playing their part. The people who are collecting, the people who are giving, the people who are walking, and everybody who is participating. I believe it's Inishowen will not let down Donegal, it won't let down Ireland, and it won't let down the handicapped or the rehab. So, on that note, I will say cheerio for now till we get to Marblehead. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Now, Mary will hold up a craft Donncha. It's a local man. Jimmy Shields is up there, but Jimmy is not on the platforms. We're presenting that dither and Bridgen to you as you part from Inishowen. So he can make the actual spinning wheel that you can spin the yarn in. He has a great craft. Donncha, by the way, is coming back here in September and we're going to get the highlights and let them know in Ireland where Inishowen is, as he's doing his highways and byways, and he'll meet the people, the ordinary people. That's Donncha. The only thing is, if you're a character, you have to drag him away from him. So maybe you'd say a few words about that, Donncha, would you please? Yeah. And then we can have a cup of tea after, and then a bit of music.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the committee very much for that nice presentation. You know, they remind me of West Cork clients. You'll get it at the end of the walk. I feel very much at home, not here, at the end. And then the Reverend with his gentle percussions. And the other man representing God, I tell you, they're not doing very well between them today. But you know, when I had the Reverend and the Bishop yesterday morning giving me a blessing, I said in my life, it'll never rain again. Because the last time I got a blessing from a bishop, but of course he was only a half bishop, because Joe's in Dublin, Dublin's only half a place. I was leaving in a pony and trap to go to Cork. And he was talking away in Latin for ages. And he blessed the pony, and he blessed me, and he said, may it be fine forever. When we got to Carndonagh, the snow came down, it snowed for 5 days. So the clergy in Dublin had no power, but we got up here, you're not doing too well either. So, I want to thank them very much. Would you join me in a bit of a song before I head on the road?
Right.
In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet, come on, let's hear you. She wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying, and alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying, and alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure it was no wonder, for so were her father and they each wheel their barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying, and alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying, and she died of a fever and no one could save her. That was the end of sweet Molly Malone. But a ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cottons and mustangs. Now, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cottons and mustangs. Alive, alive, oh, up Cork, up the rebels.
Yeah, it's a Cork man, all right. We'll tolerate him in Donegal. We've just been joined by another councillor here from Inishowen, Bernard McGuinness in Kildare. By the way, Mr. Keaveney and Maville could not make it, so he sends his apology. So Bernard, from Kildare, could you say a few words?
First of all, I got word this morning to be here at 1 o'clock, so I came up, and you were before time actually. So I was standing over there to one side where you were speaking. I would like to join with the other speakers, through you, Mr. Chairman, in welcoming Donncha O'Dooling to Inishowen in particular. And to thank him for, I'm sure, as Eddie Fullerton said, putting Inishowen on the map, because he certainly has done that for us. And a person of his understand that he has achieved the £1 million target that he set out to do a number of years ago. So I don't want to delay you. I'll meet him again in Mullen and Kildare, hopefully tomorrow night, my own village. And I just want to join with the others in saying thank you very much, Donna, and welcome. Cad Mila Fáilte, Inishowen.
Thank you very much, Bernard. And getting higher, Donna, £100 from the Carndonagh branch of Carndonagh. Worth his while even Cork. It is as the road rise up to meet you, may the one be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain falls soft on our fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Donncha, Bormayogat.
on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again, seeing things that I may never see again. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't